Hello everyone. This is me Roshan Zameer from E2E Hiring Mentorship Program. So guys, today we are going to learn about for loops in JavaScript. A for loop is a common loop structure used in JavaScript to repeat a block of code a certain number of times. It's a versatile and powerful loop that can iterate over different type of data structure, including arrays, strings, and objects. The basic syntax of for loop somewhat looks like this. The first block, it will be containing initialization and then condition and then increment or decrement block. How it works? The initialization statement initializes the loop variable and executes only once before the loop starts. The condition statement is evaluated at the beginning of each iteration of the loop, and if it's evaluates to true, the loop will continue to run. And the final block, the increment or decrement statement, is executed at the end of each iteration and is used to update the loop variable. So guys, let us see in a practical way. Okay, I'll go here. I'll go into the VS Code and I'll just tell you how it works. So this is the some code which I had already used it. Now I'll go from the starting. Okay. Now I will go into the for loop file. I have created a JS file over here and I'll start with for loop. Now I'll go with the basic for loop first. Then the initialization condition. If I want to print the values lesser than 5, so or suppose take it as, if I want to print the values till lesser than 10, I will take it as I lesser than 10. Okay. And the final condition, I incrementing one by one. I'll just console.log, console this out. And let us see what will be the output. Now we can see it is starting from 0. That is an initialization condition. I have given I is equal to 0. The I values are starting from 0 and it is going I lesser than 10 and it is incrementing after that. So how it works? First, I'm giving the initialization condition, which is beginning with, and then the condition. It will take it as I as 0 over here and it will match up with the condition. It will take true or false condition. If the condition is getting satisfied, only then it will go inside the body and it will give the values, or else it will throw an error or it will show it is invalid. Now here, after that, after getting inside the body, after giving the value, and it will again increment the value and keep it as 1, and 1, if it's matching the condition 1 is lesser than 10, it will give the next value. It will keep on looping the values. So if I want to start with 1, if I want to initialize the condition 1 over here, the values previously it was starting with 0. Now let us see what will happen. So take a look, guys. The value, the initial condition is starting with 1 and the final, if I want to include 10, I will give it as I lesser than or equal to 10. Okay, will include the value. So see, you can see over here it is getting 10 value also. This is how the basic for loop works. First, it will initialize the value and then it will match the value. If the condition is getting satisfied, only then it will give the values, and then it will increment the value and send it over here, and it will come again inside the body and it will give the value if the condition is getting satisfied. This is how the for loop, basic for loop works. And let us see the some more example for for loops. Okay, I'll just comment it out for understanding. Now I will just get the array values. I'll create one array, suppose RR. Inside that array, as you know, array is created by the square brackets. I will give array values 1, 2, 3, 4, 55, 66, 78, whatever you want, you can give it. And now I will use for loop for this is the basic syntax you should remember. I is equal to 0. Then the conditional statement I am giving array dot length. And incrementing values. Now let us see console.log. Let us see what will be the output. Just for your explanation, I'll just keep it like this. We won't be getting the elements over here. Instead of that, the length of this array is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The length of the array is 7. The same array over here, it will keep on executing itself 7 number of times. See, as you can see over here, let me show it like this. I keep it 5. Okay, you will understand it a better way. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is executing the same array 5 times. If I want the elements, what I should do? I should simply give it as I, not 1, I. Okay. Now I will be getting the elements of that array. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How it works? It will start with index 0. Okay. It will start with one value and then it will match up the condition. What is the array length? 0 is lesser than 5. And then it will go and execute that first element and then it will increment the value again. The I value will become 1 over here. Then index 1 will be, what is the value of index 1? Index value is 2. Then it will match up with the array length is index 2 is lesser than 5. So it will give the second index value, that is 2. And then it will again increment it. This is how it will loop again and again. And I'll just show you how we will sum the value, n number of values. Okay. Let me show you. You will understand it in a better way. Just comment this out like this, maybe. Let me keep this one. I'll just first declare it sum equal to 0. Now n equal to, suppose if I want to sum up the values, three values starting with 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now I will give it in for loop that let I equal to 1. I'm starting the values from 1, not from 0. Okay. I lesser than n lesser than or equal to, I'll give it as equal to. I want the value till n. If I give lesser than n, it will only take two values, not three values. It will exclude the third value. So that's why I have given lesser than or equal to. Now, what is the sum? Sum, I have declared it 0, okay? Sum, this you might know. Now, I'll just see what should be our output. 6. 1 plus 2 plus 3. Console.log. Now, let us see the output. Okay, the output is 0. Why? Because I have just given sum over here. I should give I, not sum. I have initialized the sum 0, right? That's why sum plus sum is 0 plus 0, always it will be 0 only. Now I will explain you how it will work. Now the output value is 6. If I give 4 over here, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, the output should be 10. Same way, n number of values, whatever will be the number value. Now the 5 values will be added, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. Output will be 15. This is how it will work. So what I'm doing is I'm initializing the sum to store the value. It is, I'm giving as n, that is numbers or 5. First, it is starting with 1. 1, it is the initial condition. It is matching with n. Is 1 is lesser than n. It is giving as 1 and it is going inside the body. Then sum plus I. What is the I value? 1. 0 plus 1, it will just store in the sum. Okay, then it will increment the value and I will be 2 over here, and it will see the condition whether 2 is lesser than or equal to 5. So we know 2 is lesser than 5. It will then go inside the condition and it will, what was the value? 1 was the value of sum after first increment, first iteration. So now 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. It will store the value in sum. Now, after everything, the final value will be 5. So, all the values will be stored in this sum, and then finally, I'm logging this out. So, this is how the loop works. That is initialization, condition statement, and incrementing value. So, hope guys you understand how the for loop works. If any doubts, let me know. Thanks.